That's right, folks. We're back in Transport Fever Blitz. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato, and I will be your host for this episode. And indeed, in this episode, we have one mission, and one mission only. One mission above all other missions, and that mission is profitability. Now, at the end of the last episode, we left in a position of, I wouldn't say significant financial difficulty, but certainly there's only a couple of goods routes that are currently profitable. It is my intention in this episode to change that around. We hopefully, very, very soon are going to be profitable. So let's talk about how we're gonna do that. First things first. This little nonsense pile over here no, not these ones. Hold on. I was looking for the lorries who drove all the way over to the Luton machine factory and are now in the process of driving all the way back. Presumably they're en route somewhere. They are around somewhere. They're not picking up the resources over here quite yet, which is a little bit annoying. Let me have a little look. Where are they? So it is the Luton. Yeah, these guys. Where are you? Ah, yes, you are actually just pulling into the Luton into the Luton machine factory right now. All right, that's not exactly ideal. That's fine though. I think once we've sort of straightened that little irregularity out, I suspect we'll probably be fine. However, what we do need to rectify here is the fact that there is nowhere near enough goods vehicles on this route to take all of the steel and actually all of the slag over here. There's just not enough goods. That is a significantly long journey, and already you can see at the Welsh end we've started backlogging quite a few bits of steel and quite a few bits of slag. So I would quite like to buy some road vehicles. Hold on, I'm going to do this individually. Buy one road vehicle. And then I would like to put it onto the steel route Wales to Luton. Cardiff Exchange is first on the list, although I'm not entirely sure why you've elected not to go to the Cardiff Exchange first. Or maybe you did go to the Cardiff Exchange first and there was just nothing there to pick up at the time you visited. That may well be the case. All right, steel route Wales to Luton. Let's see if this indeed does make a difference, because it would be really great if we could start making some money right about now. And also, I'm kind of conscious of the fact that if we've got iron and coal coming from from the respective mines in the Welsh Valley, there's no point in having a backlog of goods that need to be shipped out from here, because otherwise we're not going to be able to make profit from coal or iron. So we want to take advantage. Whilst the sun is shining. If I was a farmer, I would be saying, make hay whilst the sun shines, sonny. And indeed, that's what we're going to try and do. It looks indeed like the steel vehicle is going to pick up steel here. Yeah, let's have a little look. Let's just make sure that the amount of steel decreases by 4, as I would very much like it to. That's fantastic. Okay, that's great. Let's buy, I don't know, what, maybe 6? 5? 5. Sure, let's go with 5, and let's stick them all on the same line. That way we can have, sort of 5 or so vehicles at one end of the route and 5 or so vehicles at the other end of the route, and they'll just sort of ping pong between there, and we'll never really have any massive buildup of steel. I'll do the same with slag, but the slag is a slightly shorter route, so I'm less inclined to worry about that too much. Okay, so that is money-saving endeavor number 1, or should I say money-making endeavor number 1, because that is something that is going to make us money, and the rest of the stuff that I'm hopefully going to be doing is going to be saving us money. So at the moment, we've got We've got 3 train routes, I think. Yeah, we've got 3 train routes, and each train route is costing us, whoops a daisy, is costing us about 32,000 bucks, which is not ideal. I don't know the cost of that per month, but I could probably find out for you, actually. Hold on a minute. That's income. No, I'm looking for running costs. Yep, running costs, railroad running costs. 41,000. Then that was in 1950, and already in 1961 it's been 68,000. So, I mean, do the maths. 5 months, 12,000 a month, give or take. I think, maybe a little bit more than that. Whatever the case, it's a little bit too high for my liking. So, what I'm thinking that we're gonna do is we're gonna try and amalgamate all of these routes into one route. So we're just going to have one train that goes the length of the... Yeah, we're going to have one train that goes the length of the line, which I don't super love because it slows down. Well, it's going to slow down. It's going to slow down everything, actually. Okay, I would like you to go to your depot. Send to the depot and sell. Honestly, can I... not get you to just go to the depot? Unable to find path to the depot. That's a little bit of a peculiar problem because I was under the impression that there was definitely a path to the depot, but it might just not be pathing through the stations. Alright, what about you? Are you able to find your way to the depot? Probably not. Truly, I am shocked. Alright, so we're going to be able to get rid of this train, definitely. Okay, we should probably send you to the depot then. Right, I know you do have a passenger. You can't find your way to a depot. What's going on here? Hold on a minute. All right, I've found the problem, as it seems. These depots are, for some obscure reason, plumbed in the entirely wrong way to the signals. Right, can I get a bit of tracking here? I mean, I know this is kind of contrary to what I was talking about, because we were talking about saving money, not spending money. However, it's kind of important that we do that. Alright, can you go to a depot now? There we go. You can indeed go to the depot now. Fantastic. So let's get you to go to the depot, and presumably we're also going to be able to get this guy to go to the depot as well. And now you can go to the depot as well. Okay, let's get those 2 trains just sold. I don't need them around right now. In fact, I'd just rather not have them. And as I say, I want to amalgamate the routes into one. I think under normal circumstances, 3 routes is good. In fact, honestly, the more routes, the better. If we can have an express train and then a whole bunch of sort of sub-routes as well, that would be just fantastic. However, it's clear to me that in a moment of financial difficulty, such as the one that we are currently in, we just can't afford to be running 3 routes at the same time. It's just not possible. So what we've got the opportunity to do is amalgamate these 3 routes into one, which is what I am indeed going to do. However, I think I'm going to keep the old routes for now, and we're just going to merge them all into one, like so. Yep. And then you can come back. Peterborough, and I don't think I need to add London. I think London will automatically be added itself. Okay, so this is going to be called the East Coast Main Line. East Coast Main Line. There you go. That's a lovely name for the train, but that's what it's going to be called. We do have 1 passenger on the Potato Train Network East Coast Main Line London to Peterborough route at the moment. Not entirely sure that that's necessary, but hey ho. Lincoln Logs is indeed working hard, but that's going to take a while before it comes into play. Look at this. We're slowly but surely working on our finances. Welsh coal and Welsh iron ore honestly are doing a heck of a lot of heavy lifting. Once we get rid of these trains, though, that absolves us of quite a lot of financial burden, which is quite nice. Right. How many people are on that route? 2 people are on that route. Maybe, honestly, for that reason, I should delete these routes. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's ditch... I can't apparently ditch that right now, but I will. Right. Unload your passengers, and then let's be gone. I'll take the, whatever it is, the, I don't know, 200 bucks maybe? Whoa, 1.46. That's not too bad, actually. That is not too bad at all. All right, let's put you on the East Coast Main Line, and then we can call that a day. Great. And you've got 2 passengers as well. Are you going to keep those 2 passengers on the way back to London? I mean, those passengers are absolutely destined for the same place. And you're about to get in and you're going to sell yourself. That's great. And then we've just got the train from York that is arriving. Okay, that's good. I'm going to stick it in 2 times speed now because there's nothing super urgent that we need to deal with. We're literally just hoping that all of the trucks are going to arrive in good time to take all of the resources away from the Cardiff steel mill. That's the dream anyway. 2 bits of steel. All right. Cool. Line usage. No, that's annoying. 4 Welsh coal, 4 Welsh iron. That's very, very nice. I honestly think that we have a very, very good chance of making quite a lot of money. We're only in 1851, so I can't really be too hard on myself, you know. It frequently happens. Hold on a minute. You're waiting for a free path to where, though? I thought that section of track was cleared. How on earth do you have priority? How on earth does this train heading to the depot have priority? Unbelievable. All right, well there you go. Apparently that is indeed what's happening. All right, now the fact that we've got rid of those 2 trains, I think that is going to make it a heck of a lot easier to make money. Okay, we've started to make some money on some passenger routes as well, which is quite nice. It's going to be more difficult for us to break even on the trains, but we'll deal with that in a little bit. The other thing that I was thinking about was maybe we would think about introducing a second carriage on the train line. It's not too much of a problem at the moment. We've got 2 passengers over there. We've got 1 passenger waiting over there, 1 passenger over there, and 0 passengers in York. However, we're going to get to the stage pretty shortly, I would highly suspect. There we go. We've just sold our train, and you can be sold as well, and you can be sold as well. All right, so that's us back up to 600k. I might as well repay a little bit of a loan, save a little bit of money in the short term, and rent and loan repayment. Yeah, there's no disadvantage to doing that. Anyway, as I was saying, as we cast our eyes upon this absolutely beautiful specimen of a locomotive, I must say it does look absolutely spectacular. Yeah, we can't be too hard on ourselves. It's only 1851. The fact that we've now got rid of all of these trains makes it a heck of a lot easier to actually make money. And also, we might want to increase the number of carriages that we have, purely because, I mean, we can, right? And we might need it. We might need it in time. I'm not entirely sure if we will, but at least we will have the opportunity to see. All right, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run forward in time a couple of years. I think it is actually going to take a couple of years before we see if this cost-saving measure actually works. Of course, everything is happening at four times slower speed than is regular. So you can expect everything to be slightly more sluggish, but also slightly more realistic, which is part of the interest. We're on the 31st of July. I would just like to see what is the cost situation. How much are we going to lose at the end of the month? So from 204,000 down to 167,000. Okay, that's actually not like an insurmountable amount of money. 120,000 in loan interest. 2.98k. That's pretty darn good going. And now we're taking 2 passengers out of London. That is not half bad. I would add that's really, really good. Look at this. We are peppered with green numbers. That is fantastic. I mean, there's still problem routes that we need to address. And I'm going to address problem routes. Don't worry. But like, look at this. This is fantastic. $61 on that line. I mean, that's not a lot of money, but I mean, it's something at least, right? I will note that the orange bus route is not unbelievably popular. In fact, maybe it's so unpopular that I could just think about getting it removed completely from service, given that the route is mirrored by other services carrying 1 passenger. Wowzers. We are literally carrying 1 passenger on this entire line. On the Bristol to London to Norwich route. I mean, this does seem like a little bit of a waste of money. Yeah, I don't think that there are many passengers. I mean, there's 11 passengers. Annual throughput through stations. I mean, that seems like a little bit unnecessary. All right, let's get that route scrapped off. I mean, that route was always somewhat of an oddball anyway, as it went from one end of the country to the other end of the country. But I think that for most of the other routes, we should be able to make money on them. We definitely should be able to make money on them. And if we can't make money on them, then what we'll do is we will just reduce the number of carriages. So the Midlands Potato buses, I think that probably has got too many carriages. Although each and every one of them seems to have 4 passengers in them, which does make me very, very happy and makes me think that, you know what, maybe we're gonna be profitable with that route yet. I'm less confident that we're going to be profitable with the train for a long time. I think that we're going to be unprofitable with the train for a fairly substantial length of time. Yet, 2 people want to go via London. That's going to be the most popular route, is that... Yeah. But you know what? We're darned well going to give this train a pretty good shot. I mean, this is an important piece of infrastructure, for goodness sake. I mean, we got to run it. We have to run it. I feel that it is the right thing to do, regardless of whether it is the financially right thing to do. I feel like I'm taking a stand here. And I actually even think that maybe by the end of 1851, we may even have made money. I mean, yeah, we did actually sell off, 2 trains worth $617,000. But I mean, ignore that. Ignore that. That's not strictly relevant for the purposes of this discussion. The point is that I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, let's have a little zip through time and see exactly what is going on. The day was November the 30th, 1851. The moment when Orbital Potato finally turned a profit for the year of 1851. And then he immediately threw that profit out the window and started making a loss once again on on the year. But that actually doesn't matter. The point is that I think that we're in very, very safe territory with this. I mean, we are profitable. We are profitable here. I think that we just need to do some slight tweaking to our lines, and then we will be absolutely perfect. So first things first, what's going on the Edinburgh-Glasgow line? I haven't actually kept much of an eye on this at all. Is it having issues with passengers? 4 passengers? 4 passengers? 4 passengers? It doesn't actually look like it's having any issues at all. In fact, it might even need more passengers. You know what? I highly suspect that it needs more buses. Same with a lot of the services that we're running at the moment. For example, Lincoln Logs, that needs to be changed. Also, we need to start taking the logs from the Cambridge sawmill to, where did we say we were going to do it? Ah, yes, the London goods factory. We haven't set that up yet. We did draw the road out, but we haven't set up the route after that. So that's something that we're going to have to do as well. Who else needs amending? Cambridge to Bury St Edmunds. I mean, do we need more buses on that route? I think that we actually might. I mean, the number of passengers is probably substantial enough to warrant another couple of buses on the Bury St Edmunds route, and also the Welsh iron ore and probably the Welsh coal ore route for one. But also the London to Luton route. I think that we're going to try and get... I guess we'll get another 5. We'll get another 5 on the London to Luton route, and we'll get another 3. Maybe 5 is too many for the London to Luton route. But we do want a lot. We do want a good few. I don't have a truck stop anywhere near that. All right, so we're going to have to buy them over here. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Set that all. London to Luton route. 1, 2, 3. And set that to the Cambridge to Bury St Edmunds route. Perfect. Okay. So with that amended, that is great. I would like to get more logs. I did say that I wanted to get more iron ore stuff set up. Because, I mean, why wouldn't we? Iron ore is great. Presents us with a great opportunity. And we're making an absolute killing on it. It's really, really, really nice. Let's get some more. 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get 6 more for the Welsh coal route. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the Welsh iron route as well. So more capacity to pick up coal, more capacity to pick up iron. That's what we want to do. The Bristol route is Bristol to Swindon. I mean, why the heck are we not having more people pick up on that route? Right, that clearly needs more capacity as well. So let's get some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to double the number of carriages on that line. I know these are going to make my figures for the year look really, really bad, but I mean, you saw it. You took a photo, right? Everything looks good, or it looked good, should I say. And how are things in Luton? Luton to Cambridge is a little bit dicey, a little bit too much, but that's fine. Bury St Edmunds is fine, and Norwich is not in a bad place either. Okay, I mean, everything is looking fine for me at the moment. Let's talk about how we want to change these planks into actually usable goods in London suburbs. All right, hold up. I need to put a truck stop outside here. Let's get that done right now. Truck station. Yep. Let's try and keep it to a reasonably slim amount of money spent on the truck station. And honestly, it would be ideal if we could keep the amount spent on the road outside to a minimum as well. All right, let's get that in place over there. This is going to be called Lincoln to London planks. My naming conventions are inconsistent, and I kind of love it, honestly. The more inconsistent I can make them, the better, really. It's like a personal challenge. Right. Let's get that. Yep, perfect. 5. That's grand. Lincoln to London planks. Perfect. And we need to get some of these tools moved into London. Yep, that's what we need to do. We also need to either use steel or utilize plastic. We've got oil up here. Got a refinery up in Hull if we wanted to use that. I've talked extensively about using that before, but I'm just not sure, really. I'm just not sure. All right, let's move the goods from there down into the center of London. And that there. Okay, we're going to do it in 2. Load if available. Unload only. Can I get you to do a half load? I don't think we can get you to do a half load. I would like you to unload only half, but that's fine if you can't. All right, well, we're going to have to do it in 2 routes then. London tools number 1. Oh, that's not the hashtag that I meant it to be. There we go. London tools number 1, grand, and then we'll get London tools number 2, which is going to be just exactly the same as the other one, except right over there instead. And that's going to be London tools number 2. There we go. So let's get that all set up. And I think that we're probably going to want, what, 3 buses on each of those? Not that many, to be honest, I don't think. Or 3 horse wagons on each. 1, 2, 3. Set all. Let's get that on London Tools 2. 1, 2, 3. London Tools 1. All right, and then that is that. Perfect. So that is supplying the tools directly with London. London planks we've already set up, I believe. Yep, London planks. I don't think that we set up a food transport network, so any of the food resources don't go from here to here. In fact, we could actually amend this. We could actually amend this route, the food route, whatever the heck the food route is, the Oxford food route. That's the one. We could amend that, so instead of dropping off there, we add another stop. Unload only. Full load. Load if available. Full load any. Yeah, and then drop off there? I mean, actually, what's the coverage on this? We should probably get another depot over here somewhere because, in fact, no, we don't need to get another depot because, I mean, the central London goods depot pretty much covers it all anyway. So it's the commercial stuff that needs to be supplied with food as opposed to the residential homes. That's on me, and then we'll get unload only over there. All right. I mean, no guarantees that this is going to work as intended, but I mean, we'll give it a shot, right? So now they should take resources from the farm, Swindon North Farm, all the way down to this food processing plant, and then they should take the food from that plant into the center of London, and it should all work. completely as intended. Should be great. Look at this. Look at the amount of extra wagons that we require on the London Luton line. I'm not even sure if 5 is going to be enough, honestly. There is significant demand. Very, very significant demand. Alright, well, 1852 is already netted me a fantastically large loss. Primarily through buying new vehicles and a hulking massive loan interest. But I am confident that this is going to be our most profitable year yet, purely because as time advances, we make more money, and that is truly the secret to our success. 69 bits of Welsh iron coal waiting to be collected. I mean, delivering via horse-drawn carriage is, I mean, it's slow going. It's slow going, but I'm a bit scared of putting a train into Wales, or I mean, I'm a bit scared of putting the train anywhere except the East Coast Main Line. The East Coast Main Line, you know, for the most part, is a, I mean, I don't want to say that it's a symbolic gesture, right? But I mean, it's pretty symbolic. Also, look at this problem. Can you? Oh no, actually, it's not a problem. Not a problem, not yet, anyway. But can you spot the problem? We've got 4 people boarding from York, right? 4 people boarding from York to go to London, and of those people, well, presumably they want to go to London. They could actually get off at anywhere on the stop. We've got 4 people boarding in York, and they're basically going to hog the train for the entirety of the journey, if they indeed do want to go to London. And then 2 people from Doncaster are going to be getting on, and they're going to be going to London via Peterborough. Presumably. I don't think anyone's going to be getting off in Peterborough. I mean, why would you want to? It's Peterborough, for goodness sake. And so, basically, we've got a full carriage. Ah, see? Now this is the problem. So we've got 2 people that want to board in Peterborough, and they're not going to be able to. If the train from York and Doncaster is full. Alright, well, one of them is going to be able to board. But almost certainly not 3. Yeah. I don't have intel on the passengers and where they're currently going, but these 3 guys are going to London. I mean, it's still pretty good going, to be honest. We are losing money on that route, but that's fine. London Lincoln Planks, a brand new route that we started up. London Tools, also brand new. London Tools number 2. Did I not dispatch London Tools number 2? I think I put these guys on the same route. Okay, that's irritating. All right. Well, they've all got tools on them now, so can't exactly take that back. All right, looks like we're only delivering tools to a very specific area for now, but that's fine. Anyway, let's go back to talking about trains, because that's, let's be honest, the real passion. When this train gets into Peterborough, it's going to be interesting to see what happens to the passengers. Are some of them going to disembark in Peterborough? I'm almost certain that the 3 passengers from Peterborough aren't going to be able to get to London, which is a bit of a worry. Oh, wow, I stand corrected. Turns out that Peterborough is indeed a popular destination. Maybe even one of the most popular destinations. At 15 passengers, though, the whole line is, I think the term chronically underutilized is maybe accurate. But look at this. Look at this. Money, 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 money. I mean, it's not much money. Not much money at all. But we're trying. We're tweaking the lines slowly but surely. We're reducing the amount of backlog between London and Luton. We've got a lot of people working on this journey now. So that's going to be great. All right, we've got the food line coming across here. Food is waiting to be picked up. Will these guys actually pick up the food as they were supposed to? That's going to be the real question. So they're supposed to drop off the livestock. Yep. And then load the food. That is absolutely spectacular. That works as if it is a perfect system. And then they're going to drop that off in the town, and they're going to make us even more money. And that means that we're making even more money. And you've still got 5 out of 6 passengers on board. That's not too bad. I don't think we're still not making money on that train, which does kind of worry me a little bit. Yeah. We need another carriage, definitely. But even if we added another carriage, I don't think the demand is there to get the extra passengers on board, so that's fine. Also, something that I did want to check: how is the London to Glasgow route? Because I feel like I have actually just abandoned this line wholesale, and I'm just not even worrying about it. It does actually look like every carriage is being filled to the maximum. Well, you know what? I'll take that. That's great. We could probably do with putting a few more carriages on that line. Indeed, we could probably do with putting a few more carriages on a couple of lines. But I mean, everything seems to be. Oh my goodness, what is going on in Swindon? Swindon to Oxford. Swindon to Oxford needs some massive amounts of emergency carriages. Like 10. I think. Honestly. How many can we actually buy? That many? Sure, let's put them all on the Swindon to Oxford line. I didn't realize that it was that popular, but apparently it is. We have stirred up a transport desire. A traveling bug. 16% of all Bristolians are now traveling. 13% of all Londoners are now traveling. What about in Luton? Can I have a look? What's the situation in Luton? 51% of people in Luton are now traveling. I tell you what, Luton is a very, very, very well serviced line. It really, really is. All right, here come the new influx of passenger transportation vehicles, or horse-drawn carts, as they are otherwise known. Yep, and they're picking up loads and loads of people. We are, you know, a little bit down the hole, but that's all right. I mean, our loan interest is, it's fine, honestly. There are worse things. There are worse things to deal with. Like this. This is an issue. This steel that is building up. Pretty not happy about this. Yeah. Not super great. Not super great at all. Yeah. Cardiff Steel Mill, try to ship more items. Unbelievable. Alright, I have an idea. I have an idea here. What I would like to do... What I would like to do is... see if we can do something similar with the Cardiff Steel route that we did with the food route. So maybe the iron carrying lorries need to go to the steel mill, drop off their goods, and then wait for the processed steel and then take it over to the machine factory. That might be a way around it. Waiting for this faff. Also, have we cured the backlog in Swindon? Not quite yet, as it turns out. It's still unbelievably busy. I can't believe it. I mean, it's going great. It's going fantastically. It's all money, folks. It's all money. Of course, the steel issue is, I mean, it's still there. It's still there and still irritating, actually. And we are occasionally filling in a little bit of steel, but not much, unfortunately. We've just got so much steel coming in. We're manufacturing so much of this stuff. Yeah, gonna have to think about that. All right, okay. So we're in October. We're in October of 22. I want to skip forward to October of 54 because I feel that that'll give us a much better understanding of where we are. So let's go and do that. Alright, so I didn't let it run to 1854 for a couple of reasons. I mean, I think actually every route is now profitable pretty much consistently every month, including the train, remarkably. And I thought this would be a good time right now to rectify the issues that the train is currently having. It does mean that we scrap 6 passengers, and that is indeed a travesty. However, it does mean that we can fix the issue that we are having with the train at the moment, and that is the fact that the train just doesn't have enough carriages. So what we're going to do is we are going to go and buy some more very early passenger carriages. I think, honestly, 2 is probably maybe overkill. It's certainly fine for... Here we go. It's certainly fine for what we need it for, though, so I wouldn't really worry about that. Now, can I get you to turn around? You've got no path. All right, fine. You can go to Peterborough, and you can deal with it. You can deal with it up that end. That's fine. I'm not too bothered about that. That's fine. Yes, elsewhere on the map, everything seems to be going relatively smoothly. I think that we need more buses just in general everywhere. I mean, yeah. I wanna get more buses. I think that that's absolutely what is required. The London to Luton route is super popular. The log route is going well. I mean, every route is actually doing unbelievably fantastically. I think that there are very, very few issues. One of the issues that I have once again identified is the fact that we just don't have the steel being collected at an anywhere reasonable rate. I mean, let's sort by rate. The Swindon to Oxford route the throughput is just through the roof, figuratively speaking. Welsh Ore is also pretty darn high, but we can't really go any higher, I don't think, because... Yeah, we can't really go any higher. We need to start shifting more steel. Yeah, we do. I mean, the problem is that this would make a fantastic candidate for a railway station. I mean, we could get a lovely track all the way along there, although I just, we're not going to be able to afford that for a wee while. Oh my goodness. How are there still more people that need to be collected on this route? The Bristol to Swindon route needs another couple of carriages, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, let's set all those on the Bristol to Swindon route. That's great. That's going to sort that out. That route is already very, very well served. The Oxford to Luton route has got 5 vehicles on it. Probably could do with a couple more, apparently, but I'm not going to deal with that right now. The Luton routes, London to Luton route is the most popular by far. It's almost a shame that we can't get a train station in there. Well, we will get a train station in there, most probably. It just won't be, it won't be quite yet. One of the things that I do worry about is that we don't actually have steel going over here. And if we don't have steel going in over here, then that means that we can't get the goods output. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a brand new line. In fact, it's going to be 2 brand new lines. In fact, no, it'll be 1 brand new line. It'll be a line here that says, you know, pick up, full load. Yeah, fine, whatever. Load of available, that's fine. And then we're going to take that down to here. And then you're going to do full load all. And then you're going to drop it off at either that place or that place. I mean, who is it that needs tools more? Probably this area needs tools more, because it's industrial buildings that. Nope, tell a complete lie. It's not even tools that I'm supplying here. It's goods. So it's goods that are going to be required. So let's get them to drop off there and then head back to the Cardiff Exchange. Yeah, all right. This is going to be the London or the Wales to London goods line. And we're going to see how many people we can get on this route. How many vehicles we can get on this route without completely breaking the bank. Because I'm conscious of the fact that I am relatively close to not having any money. But that's not going to stop me. Oh, no, 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 no. I have plans. I have plans. I mean, I don't want to go bankrupt. But if I was to go bankrupt, I have plans. Alright, so all of that steel is going to be picked up relatively quickly, I would hope. All of the extra stuff that we've just got hanging around should get fixed up quite nicely here. You're not picking up steel. You are not picking up steel. Why are you not picking up steel? I think you should automatically determine that you need to pick up steel. I mean, that's not on, honestly. Right, let's have a look. Let's have another crack at that. Oxford food. No. Where is it? Yeah. You really should have picked that up. It doesn't show. Oh, it's just not. It's not doing that. Okay, hold on. I need to load if available. Full load. Full load all. All right. So if we do that, hopefully we can see some steel assigned to this route in just a second, and it means that the vehicles will actually just wait, which is what's quite important. All right. So in the meantime, hopefully the steel will be picked up. You guys should definitely be producing some steel. Very much hoping that that happens relatively swiftly. And then we'll see some of the steel being picked up and taken to the goods factory directly. All right, great. I mean, things are looking very, very dicey. Very, very, very dicey indeed. But that's not going to stop me. It's not going to slow me down. And it's not going to sadden me. Speaking of being saddened, where's the train? And how's the train doing? 10 passengers. This is the way to do it. I mean, the rate won't be super large. What is this? It's losing 12,000? That's not the attitude that I want to see. I want to see a profitable train route. 7 passengers, by the way. Can I see where they're going? Apparently not. I mean, 10 passengers. That is not too bad at all. Doncaster via Peterborough. 10 passengers via Peterborough. So there's actually not even going to be close to enough space on this train to take all of the passengers that we want to take. I mean, that is in itself a really, really good sign, but also a really terrible sign, because, I mean, it means that we haven't got demand spot on. And if we haven't got demand spot on, we're basically just throwing money out a moving car, aren't we? Yeah, see, we're only picking up 5 people. Now we've got a full complement. And I know that, you know, some people do like to disembark at Peterborough, but we're going to need to see 8 people disembarking in Peterborough in order to free up enough space for everyone else. So yeah, that's not exactly super ideal, but I mean, it is what it is. And that's the only route that's actually losing us a significant amount of money at the moment. The other routes that are losing us money are, I mean, don't know how that route's losing us money. It always seems like it's full of people. I suspect it's just because it was a bad month and they were all on the road. All the wagons were on the road at the same time, and therefore they couldn't give us any money. But that's fine. That's not too much of a hassle. Welsh iron ore, that's fine too. Great. All right. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look. Let's see what happens here. Right, so the train gets into Peterborough. How many people get off? Not enough. So we wasted two people's space. Yeah, that's not on. That's really not good. Not very pleased with that, to be honest. Not very pleased with that at all. However, the train is the best way for us to make a substantial amount of money in a short period of time. Yeah. Also, has the steel route fixed itself? It has indeed. We've got more steel on different lines, which is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Welsh iron is still being mined up. I should hope so. Good. I mean, everything's going well apart from the fact that we just don't have enough money. We're paying quite a lot in rent or loan repayment, even rent. How many people have we got waiting in London? 14 people waiting in London. And that nets us 33 grand. I mean, that's pretty darn good going, if I do say so myself. It's enough to make the line almost profitable. Yeah, I mean, we're getting very, very close. Everything's very, very close. We're very, very close to success just on the whole. I'm pretty happy with that. We're just, you know, it's just a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of tinkering, and we're pretty much there. We're pretty much there. The annoying thing is, of course, is that now we're starting each and every year with a big old bill up front for our loan repayments, but it's not too much of a problem. Oh my goodness, this red route is just going gangbusters, isn't it? It absolutely is. The Swindon to Oxford route. I mean, that route is making me so much money. So much money. And still, it needs more wagons. Yeah, the Swindon to Oxford route actually legitimately needs more wagons. So does the red route, though. I can't actually buy any more, though. And I don't really want to take out my last loan, even though I do have contingency plans for a bankruptcy scenario. I'm still loath to exploit them. Well, there we go. I thought it would be worth just commenting over and showing my face for the sake of it, really, because I'm a vain individual. I thought it would be good just to sort of talk about the last few moments of this episode to you on screen now. There's kind of a reason why I wanted to show all of this stuff happening, because all of the stuff that we've done over the last couple of episodes really is for the first time. Setting up the East Coast main line, setting up all of these transportation routes, setting up all of the goods delivery routes from the factories to the delivery centers in London. All of this stuff has been done for the first time over the last couple of episodes, and going forward, a lot of this stuff is going to be happening off camera. This is quite novel in the way that I've decided to put this all on there. But probably from here on out, unless it's a major bit of infrastructure that we're going to be building, I'm probably not gonna be showing the setting up of carriage, horse-drawn transportation routes, simply because once you've seen the setting up of one or two routes, you've pretty much seen them all. So I just really wanted to take this opportunity to sit down really and chat about what we're going to be doing over the next couple of episodes. Now, I don't know in the west of the country. I don't know in the west of the country where the train goes. Now, obviously, around and about London, there's an extensive network of underground trains, and that's something that I definitely want to do, although I don't think that we're quite at the stage yet where we're going to be able to afford a proper underground network, even though all of the mods that we have installed should allow us to do just that. The point that I'm making is that I would really like to see if we can make a steel goods delivery line and connect that up to London and deliver goods to London, because there is a heck of a lot of steel that we could certainly do with transporting from, well, right there actually. We could transport it from the Cardiff Exchange all the way over to the machine factory, or the goods factory actually, and then from the goods factory or the machine factory down into London. So it wouldn't take that much effort. It would merely just take one train route to do and get it all connected up and get it all plumbed into the network. The thing is that is going to be very expensive, and I am proud of the fact, very proud of the fact, in fact, that I have not taken any government subsidies. I have not done any devious stuff, and we are making a profit. We are absolutely making a profit. By the end of the episode, I can assure you that yes, we are making a profit, and we're making a pretty significant profit. It's actually quite interesting. The train was a lost leader for a long time, for the last like 2 episodes really. It's just lost money straight up, but now it's actually started to make a heck of a lot, and it's actually the largest source of revenue for us now. So that's very exciting. We definitely want to expand the train network, and I'm thinking that it should probably be goods. That's how I'm thinking that we take it from here. But I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, folks? Let me know down in the comments down below. I just wanted to give you a little update on what's going on and why I decided to show some of the stuff that I've showed today. But next episode, it's up to you. What do we want to do? Please let me know down in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.